Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they would have reached it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against them. Wilbur, the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the Woodland Realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands, companion of the most brilliant of the heroes. Nate Bonnet, who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess, who deserved the kingdom and all the riches in the world, who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person. Ah!
Oh my. Are you gonna get ready?
Good, good. This is good. Although the ground is still getting closer. Part of the jetty. At least some of it survived the explosion. If I'm lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
Hi, Nate. How's it going?
Good. For now. Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
Risks? What risks?
Now, Djinn magic is a complicated affair. It's difficult to get the dose right, and when one hasn't done magic for a while, things can go a little bit wrong.
Like you killing me, for example?
Not intentionally.
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Time to make up for it, then. Now shake a leg.
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
Let me see. I'm accompanying tons of boulders in a plummet to certain painful death. My death. So just how do you think you could make things any worse?
Worse? I could set the air on fire, or it could start smelling. Very bad.
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Oh, this is all terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Benny!
Perhaps tomorrow? I really do need to think through what's happened today properly.
You get me out of the mess you got us into right now!
Please don't yell at me! I just can't take it anymore!
Benny!
What the what?
Ah! Stay easy and we can forget about miracles. I gotta find something easy, something even he thinks he can do. A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
Why, you... I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
And?
And that I shook your lamb. And everything else. You meant well.
Well, right then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
Carpet!
A flying carpet. Shouldn't be too hard. Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
Yes!
Have a good shower.
What the heck? What happened here? No!
Welcome, Adventurer. I am the tutorial, guardian of gameplay, explainer of controls. Use the left stick to move the character. Well done. If you walk up to an object, context-sensitive actions will be displayed. Walk up to that big lever and press X. The robot has used the lever, as this seemed logical to him. Now press circle so that the robot looks at the lever rather than uses it. Excellent. The robot thinks the lever is working. But if that's so, then where is the problem? That hatch over there, walk up to it and press X. The little chap seems to think there are advanced engine mechanics hidden behind there. Perhaps that's where the problem is. Press X again. The first time you press X will allow you to look, the second to use. Why? Because after a player character has looked at something, the most logical thing to do next is use it. It's quite simple. Press circle when you want to look at something, press X in order to do whatever that character thinks is the next most sensible move. Is the machine working again? Walk up to the lever and press X. Appears to be a new problem. Better take a closer look at the engine. Oops, that wasn't very helpful. Please pick up both gears by pressing X. If you can reach several objects from one position, great work. Items you pick up will go into your inventory. You open and close your inventory by pressing triangle. To use an inventory item, select it with X and then select the object that you want it to be used with. Use one of the gears in your Excellent. How about dealing with this? Perfect. You better oil the engine before you... That should do it. time to crank it up. Examine objects in the inventory in more detail. Pick up the damaged figure, then open the inventory with triangle. Great. You found a few items in the toolbox. You can use these items on each other by initially selecting the first object with X. Try to repair the figure in the inventory. Well done. Now place the figure back in its rightful place on the balcony of the castle and start the machine. Good luck with your adventures in the book of Unwritten Tales 2.
I'm worried about you. Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Everything's fine.
No, you don't look well at all. Positively rotund. It is unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating. If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
Oh, darling, Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. He's charming and... Look, he's...
Which of the two is the...
The elf nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
I don't have the slightest interest in that.
You are at the heart of the Elf Kingdom, in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired. I only want what's best.
I didn't want to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling too well lately. I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever... Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world, and they have some very strange ideas about... Well, I thought... Perhaps it's a... Oh, no, you won't. I'll take care of it myself. Mother would make us... I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down... No, rest is not what I need.
Okay. Okay.
I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by... Normally this bowl is full of fruit and nuts. Presumably Mother has decided I should be without such things whilst I am, as she says, positively rotund. I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together here. That was a big deal for Wilbur. He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred. He insisted on making me a present. He sat in the corner for days knitting me the... Fresh water from the spring brook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley. People come from far and wide to drink. Mother's locked me in, as if I was 200 again. Since I secretly escaped from the elf burrow last year, she's taken to guarding me close. It may not be befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first time that I've climbed into the garden via... I'm just doing my morning exercises. I wasn't going... Of course I could just ignore him and climb... He would, however, make a beeline to Mother and tell on me, and who knows what the two of them would... We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite. Apologies, I need a few of your seeds. I used to look into the woods for days on end. Now I know. An envoy from the Far East gave me this musical. Wherever I go, I always have its... The guard with a spear and shield, and like... Cheap survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on it. He told everyone for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world, and... Hey, Cheap. Fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room. I would never I know that royal servants are unbribable, but sunflower seeds... See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good girl.
I might leave it in that box.
My jewellery box serves as a podium for the vertically Could you please... I want to get in... He doesn't listen to me anymore, since I almost caused him to be roasted by fireballs, decapitated by... Mother has permitted him to disregard any of my orders that go against her wishes. His interpretation of... Normally this box... I've been sleeping badly of late. I've never been ill, but something isn't right. A beautiful red flower. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice, and then it's replaced and planted. The times when the others were here in the Elf Burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying... Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about... complete... Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. It may not be befitting of a princess, but this... Okay, he's not looking this way. Oh, there is more than one kind. Perhaps you'd like to try...
What help?
No chance.
How am I supposed to leave it? Everything I try and do, you try and stop me.
Hey, Chief. Most birds love a mirror because they believe you just love them because you can't. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't... Have you seen this, Prince? A vain river. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the... And how? She will try anything and everything. Ugh. When I was out there with the humans... Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the terror? Oh, you don't... If I could, I would... You want to stop me? And you really think it's appropriate for me to... Yes, only what's best for... See you later. Yes, of course I'll be a good...
What?
Oh, cheap. I'll have to try something.
Yeah, no, I've tried everything. Oh, what is it?
Cheap, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and... Don't say I never look up.
Oh, okay.
The box, as well as its hinges and lock, has been fashioned... Pearls, precious stones, spark, all the stuff I have to... If it were up to Mother, I would have trunk. She just can't understand why Pa and...
That's it?
Pearls, goodness knows what I could use this
Took the mirror. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay. So let me go now.
The plant would survive, I'm sure, but I don't know how, but he always seems to know. Perhaps it's a sixth sense. Not while cheap.
Help. Golly.
It's my mirror, really, but Cheap would probably miss it much more than... Since Nate left so far...
What? Oh, is that where I'm supposed to put it? Well, that was
Hey,
weird. It didn't pop up.
withdrawal
Like
symptoms?
I think that's what I'm supposed to do.
A contented, fat...
So how am I supposed to... Like, I see what it wants me to do, but I can't...
I don't know how, but he always... Perhaps...
I can't...
I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful
I got trapped in it. Oh, that's funny.
It got dark and he simply... No matter.
That's funny.
Let's go. As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling. A fairly small, unattractive
Huh. I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the...
You mean...
Anyway, what could I...
So funny.
Mother put me on a diet this...
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. Or rather, everything is perfect. If you...
You tell that to Mum.
I have. Many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very...
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener.
You and Father.
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field done, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a...
Ah, the mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth.
The garden always...
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fat.
You have got green fig...
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your...
You tree shepherds do a great...
The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? However, I quite... Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog? Nar, my darling.
What are you up to today?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains.
Ah, the curse...
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30...
Time passes differently in the...
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather...
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from...
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little...
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that...
Oh, you play... My lips are...
It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual. Normally they blossom in our good earth. Not to mention the power... Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build that. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be... I don't know the names of all the... Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that gave many of the plants their names of... Shite beerwood, sweat... We no longer... A handy smooth stone. Arbor's... There's only a little water left in the bird bath. I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water is more down to his unbridled joyous...
Getting kind of weird. Doesn't really target on what you want to do very well.
Several books about animals, an atlas, a book about humans... And what's this? Fishing for the moderately... A great example of the variety. Some of the ideas Mother Nature has can be...
Yeah. What's that movie? That's a movie reference right there, Monsters Inc.
The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open.
Oh, well that would be the whole point. What am I supposed to do? I don't know about this game, it's kind of tedious.
That leads up to the mother will be conducting the affairs of state with an iron will.
Well then, what's my supposed to go? If I have to go that way, I don't know where else to go.
That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so. I'm not going up there.
Oh.
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest. At the moment, it's no more than a shallow bowl.
And then, like, the things overlap so easily. How are you supposed to?
A lovely spot, so long as the bees who have been. I don't have any time to rest, and that's good. If it were possible to hit fish with stones, who knew? There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace.
Yeah, this game is just kind of silly. I'm just walking around on it. I mean, it's a real neat, basic game, I guess. The story mode, talking and whatnot, but like, it's so fickle and so hard to do anything to it. You're just walking around and doing this and doing that, and
There's only a eye.
it's weird. All the games I could play.
There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they. I can't think of any use for a water lily. The reed from the garden pond. It's like a hollow pipe. I don't really know much about reeds or pipes, but if I'm not mistaken, I don't really know much.
Yeah, I think I'm over it. I barely got into it. Not enough action at all. It's really simple, progressive. Yes, trying to fix this fly. I think I'm moving. What? We're gonna do it up there.
Isn't there a turn of phrase like stirring as long as the bees are wide awake and
Okay, enough of that. We tried it. I guess basic enough. Could be a lot of people might like the story aspects and conversation and puzzle solving, but not really my style. Over it. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. Have Valentine's. Bye.